Today I am sharing 3 things I wish I knew before I started acrylic painting. Acrylics are fantastic, but they can be a little tricky when you're getting started. So, these are the foundational techniques that I have seen work for me all these years. I wanted to share it with you so that you can avoid all those trials and errors and get going with your acrylics in a faster manner. Let's get started. The first thing I wish I would have known before starting the acrylic painting journey is how layering is very crucial for any acrylic painting. When I started out, I thought we could finish the entire painting in a single layer, but when doing so, the entire painting and the colors look too flat. So, if you are trying to make it more realistic and give a more 3D look to your painting, the one technique that you need to master is layering. Layering in acrylics is pretty easy because acrylics dries very quickly, so each layer can be built up very fast. For example, in this lion painting, I have done it with so many layers. Here is the first layer and slowly I have built the colors up. This is when you will get a richer look and feel to the painting. This creates depth and makes colors pop out. Another important advantage of layering is that it lets you refine the details slowly and steadily without rushing to the results. This gives you more control over the finished look. If you are new to acrylics, here is my free guide on color mixing for beginners, which has all the basics and tips for color mixing. You can download it from the link guide.modulacreations.com. I will also leave a link in the description below. Another thing I wish I would have known earlier is how to blend in acrylics. It isn't easy as it sounds because acrylics dry very quickly and it becomes tricky to blend your colors. But learning to blend properly and effectively can make a huge difference in your painting because you can create smooth transitions like this and also have smooth gradients like this. In that case, you will create more depth in your painting. In this base of this mushroom painting, see how blending the darker and lighter shades bring more 3D look to the house. And on top of it, look how easily we can create gradients. This creates the required textures to the house. So learning to blend effectively makes a big difference to your paintings, creating smooth transitions and gradients that add depth and realism to your work. And finally, something really important is to allow yourself to slow down. When I started with acrylics, I thought every painting can be finished in a single session. And of course, smaller paintings can be done in a single session, but when you are working with larger paintings, it's impossible to finish an entire painting in a single session. So, allow yourself to slow down and give the time and space for each of the objects to evolve in your painting. And work in sessions, allow each of the layers also to dry completely before moving on to next. This will avoid any rushed results in your painting. I recreated the famous Van Gogh Starry Night painting and definitely I couldn't finish in one sitting. This actually took me 1.5 to 2 hours sessions of 3 to 4 days basically. First I did the base and allowed it to dry. Then I started with the sky. As you can see, the sky has so many short strokes of lines. You have to work with multiple blues and create this effect. This took me a very long time, and of course you always need to be patient with your painting. Then the next day I started with the buildings. Each one is a small structure and it is also a different type of structures for each of these buildings. So we have to see and place them carefully next to each other. And once I finished the building, I left the painting to dry. Next day I started and finished off with the tree. And on the next day, this is the final day, I finished it with the details. So it took me around 4 days to finish this painting. Always take breaks. Taking breaks help you to make better decisions for your next steps. And when you take break and come back with fresh eyes, it gives a new perspective to build on your painting as well. So those are the three things that have transformed the way I paint and also enjoy each of the painting sessions. Let me know if you're struggling with any of this or if you have any doubts or questions in the comment section below. If you got real value from this video, just click on the like button and do share it with your friends. Subscribe to my channel as I will be posting similar videos with detailed explanations. See you in the next similar video like this one. Stay tuned. Until then, bye from Madhula.